Broadcasting live worldwide.
98.7 Red Dirt Rebel, Oklahoma's home for Red Dirt. Raven K back with you for another exclusive interview on a very special day, Veterans Day. And I'd like to tip my hat to all the fighting men and women who are serving and who have served in the United States military. Thank you very much for your sacrifice, for your family sacrifices. Without you, we wouldn't have this nation that we have, and we wouldn't be where we are today. So thank you very much to all the veterans and all the active duty military fighting men and women keeping our country safe, and those who have kept our country safe, and to those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. I definitely thank you for that sacrifice and your service. We got a great interview up ahead this Veterans Day with Cherise Carver. She's going to be debuting her official single. We've been playing it already, but is the official debut of Guitar, Guns, and Bibles. Looking so forward to talking to Cherise about how she kind of got things going with her career and what she's up to. And it's all going to be brought to you by 98.7 Red Dirt Rebel, Oklahoma's home for Red Dirt. Earl's Rib Palace. Hey, let me tell you, Earl's Rib Palace has 6 locations throughout the Oklahoma City metro to serve you and your family, and they can take care of any event, whether it be the big game, whether it be just a regular get-together, office meeting. You have it, they can do it for you. You know, Thanksgiving is just right around the corner. Why not let Earl's take care of that, as well as your Christmas festivities? So find a location near you and all the information at earlsribpalace.com. That's earlsribpalace.com. Billingsley Ford Lincoln Service Department on the corner of Corner Parker Trailway in Lawton, Oklahoma, right off of 82nd Street. You can't miss it. They have the big old American flag flying high all the time, and they can help get your vehicle ready for old man winter, because you know what? Today we're getting a good little taste of it. Don't be stranded. Get your vehicle looked after, make sure you're ready to go. Billy Bob's Texas, the world's largest honky-tonk in Fort Worth. I'm telling you, they are doing some big things this weekend. The Texas Country Music Awards is going to be happening, and yours truly will be there to let you in on all the festivities and give you some artist interviews, some live feeds, photos. Yeah, I'm going to be doing it all. So thank you very much to the Texas Country Music Association and Billy Bob's Texas for hosting this wonderful event. Well, Cherise, now that we paid some bills, thank you very much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to join you at 98.7 Red Dirt Rebel. Yay!
Yes, finally we got an opportunity to have this conversation, Cherise, and thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me today. And I'm looking forward to debuting your song, Guitar, Guns, and Bibles. I think it's a very good song, and it's very appropriate, you know, for the country, because, you know, that's pretty much our principles of how the country came together as America as a whole. And I'm just glad that you got to have the opportunity to be on the show. So do you have a little bit of background, you know, kind of how you got into your musical career and your musical journey and how it's doing thus far to this point?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm a singer-songwriter, and I've been doing this most of my life. I have a background in country and then Southern gospel, and then just recently in the last year, I decided to write and go out as a Red Dirt country artist. Mm-hmm. So Guitars, Guns, and Bibles is my second Red Dirt song that we've released this year, and we have just been blown away by the way that we have been, you know, shown support with the radio stations and the chart system. But yeah, I come from Arkansas. So I was born in a small town called Nashville, Arkansas, and I used to joke that maybe I was born in the wrong state because I loved country music. Maybe it was supposed to be, but I love where I come from. It's a small town, about 4,500 people. And the song Guitars, Guns, and Bibles is actually it's a true story about some friends of mine. A few years ago, there was a flood that came through the town, and it knocked down their fences. The cows got out, and the community, it gives me chills when I talk about it, but the community just came together the next day and actually helped them rebuild the fence and gather the cows. And so I really wanted this song to be about community and about what my experiences of growing up in the South. And when I think about what I call the Southern Gospels, it is Guitars, Guns, and Bible, because we go to church, you know, on Sundays, and we are, you know, we're helpful to each other. And of course, there's the hunting and then the country music. So that's kind of that song in a nutshell.
Well, yeah, that's the culture. I mean, that is that to the T, and God's country, literally. And that's cool that...
That's right.
Yeah, and that's very cool that your community, rallied together to do that. And that's how it's supposed to be. I mean, and sadly, sometimes that's not as commonplace as it should be. But it's very good to hear stories of how that comes together. So kudos to you for writing a song about an actual event.
Well, thank you. It's easier to do when there's a real story behind it.
Very much so. So what we're going to do now, since we got a little bit of your background, now I'm wanting to hear the song, and I know everybody is officially wanting to hear the song. They've heard it already, but here is the official debut, and we're going to take a little break. We're going to get to Guitar, Guns, and Bibles, and then we're going to come back with Cherise and talk more about some things she's got coming up as we roll into the new year. This is Ray VK with True Grit at Noon, exclusive interview with Cherise Carver. We'll be right back. Oklahoma barbecue at its finest is Earl's Rib Palace. 26 years and still smoking, can provide you with the quality barbecue that you need for your event. Whether it be the big game, whether it be a board meeting, or just a gathering of friends and family, we can take care of your catering needs, 10 or more. Find out how at earlsribpalace.com.
Hey y'all, this is Cherise Carver, and you're listening to my new single right here on 98.7 The Red Dirt Rebel.
Jesse Johnston had a flat tire down on Chickleberry Road. We heard he lost 3 cows that night when his barbed wire fence fell from the storm. We got a crew together, fixed the fence and found the herd. It was time to have a party down in the south on Chickleberry Road. We drink beer on Fridays, play those guitars through the night, sing our flyway on Sundays, teach our children wrong from right. BB guns to Remingtons, we grow into our rifles. We live by Southern gospel, yeah. Guitars, guns, and Bibles. Jesse got married the next day, we all gathered at the church. As a gift, we put a new gun rack in the window of his truck. The preacher said, let's all bow our heads and bless him with a prayer. Then Amazing Grace came down, his gospel music filled the air. We drink beer on Fridays, play those guitars through the night, sing our flyway on Sundays, our children wrong from right. BB guns to Remingtons, we grow into our rifles. We live by Southern gospels, yeah. Guitars, guns, and Bibles. We moved the party to the Johnston farm down off Chickleberry Road. There was still blueprints planted in the mud from the night before. Used the bed of the trucks for chairs, played a guitar family show. It was time to hoop it up down in the south on Chickleberry Road. We drink beer on Fridays, play those guitars through the night, sing our flyway on Sundays, teach our children wrong from right. Hallelujah. BB guns to Remingtons, we grow into our rifles. We live by Southern gospel. Guitars, guns, and Bibles. We live by Southern gospels, yeah. Guitars, guns, and Bibles. Guitars, guns, and Bibles. Guitars, guns, and Bibles. Guitars, guns, and Bibles. Guitars, guns, and Bibles, yeah.
And we're back with 98.7 Red Dirt Rebel, Oklahoma's home for Red Dirt. You just heard Guitar, Guns, and Bibles by Cherise Carver. And let me tell you, that is country all day, every day, to the bone. Cherise, you got yourself a winner right there. Thank you very much for penning that song and getting it out there for the people to hear.
Oh, thank you, Raven, for playing it. We're just overwhelmed with the response that we're receiving from this, and that it could touch people and just be part of Southern culture.
I know that you were getting close, to the holiday season, so happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas to you in advance if we don't talk. And what do you have planned as far as music? Are you going to kind of like wind down on gigs and kind of prepare for rolling into 23 with some gigs or projects?
So what we're doing right now is we're actually booking for some holiday gigs and private parties. That's what we're doing here in Arkansas. And I've already started booking for 2023. All this can be found on my website at CheriseCarver.com, this website. You can put / shows and it'll take you directly to our schedule. But we're currently open for booking between now and the end of the year, and also for next year as we get the tour going.
Okay, cool. So say that one more time for the people, so just in case they just tuned in, because they want to be able to get a hold of you, they want to get a hold of your music, and that touring schedule is going to be starting to fill up. So Cherise, hit them with it one more time with the socials. Oh,
absolutely. So my website is CheriseCarver.com, and it's CheriseCarver. And then all my handles out there are under Cherise Carver Music. And my email is CheriseCarverMusic@gmail.com. So if you're interested in getting in touch with me, I'm checking that email several times a day, and I will get back with you.
I love an artist that is very hands-on. And Cherise, thank you very much for being on the show today. And like I said, happy holidays to you and your family. And I can't wait to talk to you again soon.
Happy holidays to you. Thanks so much for having me.
You've been listening to an exclusive interview with Cherise Carver right here on True Grit at noon at 98.7 Red Dirt Rebel. And like I said, to all the fighting men and women in the United States military and all the veterans and those who gave the ultimate sacrifice as well, and families, thank you very much for what you have done for this country and what you continue to do. And we're going to get back to some of that music that tells those stories right here on the special Veterans Day edition of True Grit at noon.